107.3 KFFM. Sarah J with you and Jason with Fuzion Events.
Hey, Sarah. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Weather's getting warmer.
Yes.
And you are busy with events. So thank you taking some time to come into the studio.
Absolutely. Anything for Sarah J.
Oh, thank you. Anything for Jason. I know that a lot of people out there that are listening are thinking about what they're going to be doing for summer. And we have been stuck inside and not able to gather. And so I'm sure the list is so long, but the big question is, so you want to host a party?
Mm-hmm.
Jason, break this down because there's a lot to hosting a party.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things to think about is why?
Oh.
Why
do you really need a reason to throw a party?
No, really you don't. Actually, getting together with friends over a barbecue or planning something a little bit more organized, whether it's a birthday party or maybe even a wedding.
Yeah.
Yakima is known for entertaining, and so there's a lot going on all the time.
Yes.
But I think it's understanding kind of the why you want to get together with people. What is the purpose? It could be anywhere from just exchanging what the newest news is,
right?
Or really actually spending time together celebrating something big. And I think that when we do so, we need to be realistic about our approach. We don't need to spend $1 million to have a great party. It's really about who are you surrounding yourself with and what is a reflection of you and your hospitality.
Ooh.
If you love hot dogs and Coke, serve hot dogs and Coke or Pepsi. And, if you want a 7-course barbecue with a high chef dinner and pouring Trevery and all the best wines in the valley,
right?
Please go ahead and do so. It's whatever your interpretation is and what really reflects you as a person and how you want to entertain those that you love or, feel obligated to.
Well, that makes sense too, because as the host, you want to feel comfortable. And if you're outside of your element, that uncomfortableness is going to flow into the party and you can't have that business.
Absolutely. And no one, unless it's a nice handbag, no one really wants to go broke or not be able to pay the rent from hosting a big party.
Amen. So they definitely, if they get the chance to hire a professional, how would they get a hold of you is it social media that they would reach out?
I'm not the best on social media. However,
fair. Okay.
I am on Instagram and Facebook, and I have a website, Fuzion Events. Go there, give me a call or send me an email, and we'll start the conversation.
Yeah.
I get lots of calls with various questions, and I'm always happy to be able to assist, even if we're not working together on making sure that your event goes well. I love being able to be a resource, and I'm able to work with people from the beginning stages of their event to when the guests go home.
Yes. Because events also can be very frustrating, and you want to have these people over and you're so excited, so you've got your theme, but do you really want to do it all by yourself?
Yeah, it can be really overwhelming. A lot of us host family and friends for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we know that next year we're going to Hawaii.
Right.
And so I think it's an opportunity for you to go, I really want to enjoy my people, and so how do I create the best environment to do so? And so it's reaching out to myself or maybe another planner in the community, having that conversation of this is what I'm looking to do, this is the budget, what can we make happen within that everyone enjoys and remembers, moving forward.
And you want to put a list together or at least a brainstorming idea of loosely what you're thinking, because if they just go to you and they're like, I don't know, what do you think?
I actually kind of like having that conversation because it allows you to kind of have a bigger conversation and pull out all the champagne ideas and then taper them down to a comfortable fine wine or beer budget.
Okay. I love that. Oh, I love that so much because it's true. You could get out of your budget super quick just with a couple of items.
Yeah. At food, we want to make sure that everybody enjoys the food. And so, catering varies in the Valley. And we have so many amazing resources in food and beverage and florists and photography. The gamut just goes on and on and on. We are really lucky to have incredible people working in this community that provide amazing services. And so it's really finding that right fit that works for you and your vision along your budget as well.
Okay. So we don't have to have a specific reason that we're gathering. It could be Wednesday. It could be Wednesday. We used to do Pancake Tuesdays back in high school. We would make blueberries. Sometimes it was chocolate chips. It was wild.
It could be Sarah J Day.
There you go. Yeah. Every day is Sarah J Day. But it could be your day too. So think about that business. Should every party, regardless if it has a theme, a signature drink?
Absolutely. Yes. And I think I am someone my friends will tell you that believes there should be a theme for everything.
Okay.
Sometimes just just walking down the street, there should be a theme. I am all about a theme. It allows you to stay on course. It allows you to kind of like stay on course and pick and choose the things that are going to most complement that theme.
Yes.
But definitely a signature drink, whether it's a mocktail or a cocktail.
Or maybe two, just in case.
Absolutely.
You don't want to force people to be drinking, but at the same time.
And if you have a large number of underage people at your event, having a mocktail that reflects the cocktail, it's a signature drink, is always a great idea as well.
Okay. Do we send out invitations, or does it depend on what kind of event for like formal invitations?
I think invitations set the tone for the event. So if you're having a barbecue and you feel that a text is great, remember your text etiquette. So if you're sending out a group text and you receive a group text as someone who's invited to the party, respond outside of that text so that not everybody has to see your reply.
Those group texts get pretty wild real quick.
Exactly. Or, there's many online platforms that you can send invites out, that you can gather your RSVPs. There's the, good old handwritten invite, the printed invite. You can pretty much be as creative as you want in your invitation. And I think that an invitation is really important. It allows somebody to feel like they were thought of and that this is an opportunity for them to be a part of something, whether it's big or small, that may be meaningful to you. And again, it sets the tone of what the event's going to be about.
I love that. Now, we're going for a full event. You probably should have thank you cards ready to go as well.
Absolutely. Martha Stewart has a rule around sending out thank yous that I think is good. So you have approximately 2 to 3 months to send out a thank you note, but I am a firm believer that it should be done within the first month. You want to be able to remember if they brought something. You want to be able to remember the moment, the exchange of conversation that you had. So you want to be able to recall that in your thank you note. And that allows people to realize that not only were they seen and enjoyed the afternoon or the evening, but they also were heard in the conversation and not lost in the crowd.
That's fair. I don't even want to tell you how long it's taken me to say thank you for my wedding. I'm about to celebrate my 10th anniversary.
Congratulations.
That's cool.
That's huge.
I know, right? A decade? Holy moly. That's a party for sure.
Absolutely. Anniversaries are huge opportunities to celebrate. And the longer a couple has been together, the more there is to celebrate because you have milestones that occur.
Yes.
If there's children that are graduating or going off to college or getting married themselves, the anniversaries allow you to kind of like encompass everything into one event, whether it's job changes or things that you've accomplished, new homes, things that you've done as a couple or as individuals. It's an opportunity to kind of celebrate it big at one time. For sure.
And if you have always been thinking about this stuff, but you get overwhelmed, Jason is a perfect resource. And I'll put all the information over at kffm.com because I was thinking, if you were a partner out there and you wanted to surprise them, this would be the kind of stuff. How far in advance should you start planning your event?
I will tell you that we're already scheduling for 2023 and we have a couple of inquiries for 2024. And I think that outside of a wedding, a couple of months is good.
Okay.
You want to be respectful of your guests and like what they've got going on, especially during the summer. So I would say 2 months minimum, 3 months at the most, to just kind of like give time to secure any vendors that you need and to get the information out. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's perfect. So there are some free places in town where you could host your event, like different parks and things like that. Have you had any experience with that?
Yeah, actually, we had a graduation party at Franklin Park last year, and you just need to make sure that you file the appropriate permits if you want like the covered areas. I think parks are a great resource for us. We know that Miller Park is getting this amazing facelift.
Yeah.
And so the access to parks in our community are incredible, and they're a great resource. The kids can have a good time. The adults can hang out and have a good time. It's just a great place for everyone to be.
I love it. So the question is, so you want to host a party? And the answer is?
Yes.
Yes, yes, always. And then what is that saying that you were saying about the beer and the champagne? Because I just love it.
The old saying, and it's not mine, champagne dreams on a beer budget.
Boom.